Hey.
To feel your absence.
Culmination of love is grief.
The profundity! The culmination of love is grief? Oh boy. J. Cole once said, everybody dies. What's the final stage of your love for anything? Death. Death begets grief. However, I don't know what she's about to say after this, but we mourn, we reflect, and then we reach this stage of acceptance, and the sadness never goes away. There's more joy than sadness in our remembrance of that love.
And yet we love, despite the inevitable.
We do.
To grieve deeply is to have loved fully.
Hey, this is the me that is suffering. The day it went down, as you can see, constant man shedding. I lost my home. The woman who made me countless promises said she'd wipe my ass for me if I were crippled, if I couldn't myself. And I'm told she has feelings for somebody else. It's not like I don't believe I'm better. It's just I don't know how it came to this. Healing is slow. It's dreadful. It's painful even. Talking right now, I have an ache running down from my ear to my throat. I can't just unlove her. I can slowly and slowly move on. And I guess we'll see how much healthier I become over time. I'm just hoping the visual representations just serves as a reminder of how things can change for the better.
Hi. Hi. I'm gonna go too dead.
Lately I've been staring at the dark. Turn my inner demons into art. Struggle with the pain inside my heart. Wish I didn't care about what they say. What you want to say, 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 what you.
Yeah, like it goes in your area. It doesn't exactly fall into your hands. Let's go. Do land on me? What the hell, man? Oh! She put the binoculars in the flat. Okay. Dang! Oh. Yes, that was clean.
First technique reversal. Red.
You're confident.
Hi. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I think over a year already. A year, a couple of months. Not a day has gone by where I haven't thought about this day that I'd return. I'd be back, start a new thing. This channel has remained the highlight of me. My thing. I promised myself that by the time I return, I'm a whole different person. And in many ways, you could say that I am. But before we get to everything that is new with me, let's start with that intro. That intro, that hook, whatever you want to call it, was in honor of my past relate. Well, it was in honor of me and what I went through. Was it the end of the world? No. Sometimes, especially now, I am in such a removed part of everything that had happened at that point in time. I genuinely contemplated whether it was even worth including in the video whatsoever. I was there sitting with the footage on my phone and I'm just like, is it even important anymore? But then I looked at that first video and I remember how I sat in that bed and I envisioned this day, what the intro would look like, what it'd be like to be in this version of me's position right now, sitting down, what it would feel like, just like every micro detail. My clothes would feel like how cold or warm the air would be, everything. So I told myself that it would be okay to use all that footage, that as a highlight, that as an intro, as long as I didn't make it about what my past relationship was all about, how it went down, who's right or wrong, whatever the hell, and rather about the sentiment of love and what I had learned. And that's why I started immediately with a clip of Corey, where the most sentimental moral of this story, if you will, was to grieve deeply is to have loved fully. And I think that was just such a beautiful message. I don't necessarily want to mention a lot about my love life because that's just a side that I want to keep as private as possible. But it's still a huge part of me. And if I want to be real, if I want to be authentic, if I want to, give you guys a true insight as to who and how I am, that again, still part of me. So maybe a small bit of something somewhere, somehow, at some time will be involved, but names will not be named. I will try to keep photos to as minimal of a minimalist as I can. I don't even know what I'm on. Okay, so I will not be jumping into where my love life stands now. Okay, let's focus more on me and what I have planned and everything that is now on TV. In terms of everything that is new segment. Okay, I've been working for the better part of around 9 months now. I've been working on my physique. I've been working on a project on my second channel. I don't know if you know, but I've actually already started posting there for quite a while now. One of my videos, I think, hit 1.6 thousand views. That was pretty cool. I've recorded some bonus episodes. I release reviews. I release shorts for promo. Just to do a bunch of things there. I try to get some community engagement. It's not something I'm fully committed to. It's just a project I promised myself, and I've been working on fulfilling my own promises. And so I pretty much had no choice because I promised myself. And so I got the project done. I even exceeded my own expectations, which I think is super cool. But yeah, if you guys are just interested in music-based reactions and album reviews, there's that as well. Some more of your boy. But I've been training, I've been working, I've been learning, I've been trying, but I'm not near satisfied. I'm nowhere near satisfied, and none of it would truly begin. None of my life, none of my goals would truly begin until the day I returned. Is that really how I end the segment? And we just get into the goal? I think so. What is my new objective? Why am I back? I promised I would return. I don't know if I said it would be short or long since I would, but I promised I'd be back. However, you could even label this a New Direction Part 3, right? For all my OG L1DB viewers. The system in which I operate the self-documentation videos is going to be quite different. I want to have a consistent posting schedule, but I want it to all revolve around this new goal that I am now speaking about. I'm trying to like build up to it, but this is unscripted, so I don't know how I'm supposed to make this work. I am a very ambitious person. I wake up every single day thinking about accomplishing my dreams, about being one of the greatest in my field, the most influential, the most revolutionary. I wake up and I search for something that inspires me. I obsess over the dimensions, and I study and I try my best to learn from those who inspire me. And I see YouTube video after YouTube video about the greats. I see reels, I see shorts, I sometimes see TikToks. I'm not on TikTok, but you see all these different bits of content on becoming great, about killing the past version of yourself, the extremity behind passion, about pursuit, about success, about the pathway for your life. You see all of this. But the first place my mind goes is always, why am I sitting here watching it instead of doing it? Why am I here immediately scrolling to the next video? You know, you see the views, you see 1.4 million, you see 900,000, 600,000, and you're like, the probability of these people all becoming as successful as they dream is really low, isn't it? All 900,000 aren't going to be as successful, are they? And it's not because I don't want them to be, obviously. I'm just saying the chances of them doing so is pretty damn low. And I'm part of that view count because I just watched this damn video. So am I going to be that 0.1%? Am I going to be one of them that actually does? When I record these videos unscripted, when I try to put out a piece of content, I'm consumed by the thoughts of being entertaining, don't let the viewership drop, you know, make it as chip-chop as you possibly can, so it's as stimulating as possible. But then I look to myself and the times where I just embraced my own authenticity, my own style, and I just gave up that thought, and how free I was in that moment. And that's what I'm trying to do now as well. And so now we cut back to the point. That's the new direction I want to pursue. I might be thinking, what's this guy about? What's the damn goal already? Can he just say it? I got you. There is a bunch of loves in my life. Right? Relationships, friends, my family, my cats, I guess, as part of my family. You know, I love technology. I love clothes. I love so many things. I love manga. I love manga. This is the two new pieces I picked up yesterday. Now, I don't know what you guys know about this, all right, but I'm sure you can see the level of polish on these album covers, on these manga covers. You see that? Just take a second to admire. You see this blue with the white backdrop and then just the style. So simple, but so clean. Look at the back. Are you witnessing what I'm witnessing right now? Clean, okay? Volume 4, it's the same. Look at that purple. Lovely stuff. And they go together so well because it's both Boruto, you know, but at different points in the story. You might be thinking, why didn't he get volume 2 and 3? Yeah, well, I mean 1 and 2, 3 and 4, but I'm a strong believer in get what inspires you, don't get just to commit to, you know, streaks and stuff. To be fair, they didn't have stock. These are the only 2 available, but I probably would have picked up these 2 anyways. Super beautiful stuff, by the way. I have many loves in my life. Throughout my entire life, I've always known that I have talent technically, not damn, how do you say it, like technology based. I'm good at games. I'm good at sports. All right. When I'm genuinely motivated, I find myself to be very intelligent. Okay. And so whenever I've pursued something for a reasonable amount of time, I find myself being pretty damn good. And so I've now sat here. I mean, this is a long time ago. I've decided quite a while ago. But I sat there and I thought to myself, I can succeed at any one of these loves of my life. I want to do something that I love, that I enjoy, that I want to, you know, that I find the most intriguing, you know. If I want to be the world's best gamer, I can be that. If I want to be a fitness influencer with one of the best bodies in the world, I can do that. If I just want to pursue a route of, I don't know, bloody coding, I could do that too, you know? So I had to sit there and I asked myself, what intrigues me the most? I used to think it was animation. I tried that. I got super bored. I'd much rather just watch really good animation and enjoy it than make it myself. Manga's definitely up there. When I look at stuff like this, I'm like, imagine this was mine and I put this out. And maybe one day I will dabble a little bit in it, right? I low-key also want to act someday. I want to be in a couple of movies, couple of series. I want to direct as well, pursue all these artistic routes. Have you figured it out yet? Can you guess what I want to pursue? Take a guess. Take a guess. I'll give you 5 seconds. What I, Liam Aaron Davidson, want to do, and I've thought a lot about this, is music. I don't know if that was obvious or not because I have a whole other channel dedicated to it, but and also said album covers instead of manga cover. That was kind of a hint as an explanation to why. I don't believe in validating myself and trying to get other people to believe that I'm made for it, right? You get a lot of people out there that were born into situations where it almost looks like they were, you know, born to be this thing, right? You hear about how when they were a kid, they always used to buy CDs that they heard this one song and all of a sudden they were a tap dancing prodigy, you know? And the first time they picked up a microphone, they had a godlike voice. Like, you think, damn, they were made to do that. What am I made to do? I don't always think that's the case. At this point in time of recording, I'm just like you, okay? That's not a demeaning thing to say. I'm a regular right now. Okay, I'm not one of the greats. I'm not madly successful, unless you're a madly successful person watching this. If so, I don't know. Anyways, you get the point. I want to pursue music because of 1,000 reasons. The sheer level of exhilaration I get when I hear a good song, when I hear a Pusha T delivery, when I hear Kanye production, when I see a good album cover with an incredible soundscape, when I envision myself on a stage and there's people there, all of them screaming at me because of how much they enjoy something that I put out into the world. I think the times in my life where at a younger age, I would hear people chanting my name to win, you know, when I'd hold the highest score, when I'd be the strongest or the fastest, when I'd think to how at concerts, just like at concerts, I'd always be in the front, even at the youngest age, all right? I'd have the glasses with the stars on them. Everyone would have the regular glasses. I had the stars on them, all right? I got kicked out of that school right before the concert. Saw someone else with my glasses. I was like, that was me. Anyways, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I've always had the aspiration. I've had it drilled into my mind to be number one. And whether that's unhealthy or healthy, I do not care. Because all I care about is being. I've had to so carefully handle that because a lot of pride comes with that, you know, and you deter from God. And that is undeniably the most important thing in all of existence. So don't get me wrong here, okay? What my ambitions and my passions about matters so infinitesimally compared to him and his kingdom, right? So I'm not trying to be the next Messiah. I'm not trying to be the world's greatest human being, all right? I'm trying to be the greatest music artist to have ever walked the face of the earth. I've had some family members in musical backgrounds. I've had, you know, actually, I'm pretty much, that's as far as that goes. I haven't had the most musically filled background in my life. I didn't listen to a song when I was like 5 years old and decide this is going to be it, like every damn anime, right? That's what I hate as well. The tropes are so unrealistic. Like, you get some people like that. But as a kid, they decided what they wanted to be and they had the discipline to follow through. At that age, like, okay, whatever you say, man. I'm a firm believer if I just put in the work and the time, if I can unlock that level of myself where I have pure consistency, backed up by my discipline, by my talent, if I can work through the glass ceiling and shatter it with enough work, I don't see a reality where I can't become that. And whether everyone here believes I can or can't, Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what other people think or feel. In the midst of all of this, I do very much plan on not just working on becoming one of the greats in that field, but also becoming a great person, a great man. I want to be someone of importance, of influence. I want to be charismatic, magnetic, big. All these things, they inspire me, they move me in ways that a single video talking to you isn't nearly enough. I have a best friend who I've spoken to for years already. We've been friends for over a decade. And to this day, I think he understands 50% of what I think and feel. And that's not his fault. None of it, obviously, is not his fault. We live different lives, you know. To make anyone understand, if you don't have that, you know, same kind of universal fire for the same thing, you're not going to get it. And again, that's perfectly fine, but you get the point. And so the new direction for the self-documentation videos, ideally, in my current state of mind, and it might change a bit here and there, depending on how my schedule works, is to post at least once a week of a high quality video of me pursuing my dreams. How's that sound? Instead of just routine daily stuff, I want to spend the majority of my days working towards my goal. How do I ever expect to become the greatest if most of my time's in other allocated areas? It's not going to happen. If I spend more time working towards it, more time thinking towards it, more time envisioning and embodying it than anyone else, how can anyone sit there and tell me I'm not going to make it? I don't see that. And that is exactly the goal. And I have concerns. I'm like, what's going to happen to my relationship? What's going to happen to my social life? What's going to happen to all these different aspects in my life? The only thing I'm not willing to sacrifice is my physical health. I think if you're physically healthy, mentally you're going to be perfectly okay. It's I can't even explain it. And so with the future of these videos, I'm going to ensure that I stop thinking about YouTube aspects, that I stop thinking about entertaining people who don't care, about how can I make this the most YouTube viewable. Like, that's always just been the problem. Every time I press record on this channel specifically, I keep thinking about the wrong things. I keep focusing on the metrics that do not serve my goal. Like right now, I don't know how much I've chopped this, what the edited version of this looks like yet. This is 22 minutes. I'm like, who doesn't know me is going to sit through 22 minutes of a random 18-year-old talking about his goals? I don't know. But what I do think about, that I think at least helps serve this purpose of not making it for the metrics of YouTube, is hopefully one day when I do make it, someone's going to come back to this video and have me in an edit that words like these age like fine wine. They're going to be like, wow, we spent all those years ago he was here talking about how he's going to accomplish this, you know. And so I don't know how much of you really care, or why some of you guys did subscribe to this channel. I don't know my audience that well, and I hate that, you know. And I want to focus inward. I want to focus on the audience that I already have rather than trying to get more and more and more subs. It's great to see the numbers go up. It's amazing. I love it, you know. But what I care the most about is viewer engagement. When viewers leave comments and they talk to me about certain things that resonated with them, or their opinions, or like to see a YouTube notification on my phone and someone commented, there is like a new subscriber, 1,000 views, none of that measures whatsoever. Not at all. And again, whether you believe that, you get a lot of lies out there nowadays. You don't have to believe me. It's perfectly fine, but I'm just putting it out there. The self-documentation series is now going to return. It is now dedicated to me and my goal. Ideally, it's going to have a format of me having tasks, me completing those tasks. And when I visualize how I really want it to look, I want to get a lot more IRL footage of me out there in the world. Me in a car, me talking to people at tills, like me really being out there rather than in this room, you know, out there. Kind of like the aesthetic of how, you know, music artists used to have to make CDs and they'd have to go to like retail stores and things and try to get them to sell. Kind of like that. Though I won't lie, a lot of it's probably going to be me at my desk because, you know, I really need to get those reps in with the production, so on and so forth. So a lot, but current me cannot even give you a proper idea of what that's going to look like, what that's going to be like, but you will see. And I will, the reason I wanted to be a week as well, because I wanted to be high quality. I wanted to look nice. I wanted to be an experience of sorts, you know. So if I post too frequently, my time will be too divided. I won't be able to make it look nice. It's been a long time, hasn't it? And I really wanted to come here with a level of vulnerability and love and authenticity that hasn't been seen before. But I've always had it on this channel. I've looked back at so much of my videos, I'm like, that's what I looked like. Like the hair that I used to have, the editing style, just the whole evolution of ever since back then has changed so much. And I, in 9 months, ever since then, have changed so much. I really do love this channel and what I've built here. And I believe more than ever, I have so much potential. I have so much mega me. Okay? So much. And I'm so tired of thinking like that. I'm so tired of it not being out there, of not me making the most of it. And so there is no greater time for me to return than now, where life has just begun. I have a lot of things. I have this channel, I have the other channel, I have the music I want to pursue. I'm kind of working for my mom because I'm doing this course selling thing in America, you know, and it's become this family business that we now have. And I have gym, I have a relationship, you know, I have so many different mediums that I'm working through. But gradually I want to narrow down and perfect my routine, perfect my meal plan, perfect even this hair that has had the weirdest journey of his life, all right? I don't even like the way it looks right now, okay? I genuinely don't go for anything crazy because whenever I try to, oh my soul, they mess me up, bro. It's like, even thinking about it now, oh yeah, let's not. But I have missed you so much. I know that's a weird, is that weird to say? I don't know. I've missed this channel. I've missed being here. And I'm beyond excited to see what's now going to happen. How much different my style is going to be and the direction. No promises, but like, because I don't know, you know, I have like a small vision that I hope to attain. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it has been me. And this is but a fraction, a grain of salt upon what I'm really going to do and accomplish. So is it implore? Forgot. I don't think that's the right context. It might be. I encourage you to follow me along this journey, see where it takes me, to become part of the family if you're not already. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's been your boy, and I will see you very, very soon. Adios.